Good morning. My name is Cheryl Woodard, and I'm one of the meditation teachers here at EBS. I am coming to you today from our bookstore because there are people sitting right now in our meditation hall, and they do that for 30 minutes Sunday morning and Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and weekdays from 11:30 to 12, and you're welcome to come and join us here and meditate with people. That's always a nice thing. Today I want to talk about images, using images. In meditation, when you're either learning as a beginner or keeping up a long-term relationship with meditation, an image can sometimes help us remember why we're doing this and what it does for us. When I feel dispirited or lethargic or bored even, or when my meditation is just routine and I want to spark it up a little bit, I reach for an image. And this week I was looking around various teachers and especially my favorite meditation teachers, and I came upon the image of a lion. And the Buddha is sometimes referred to as a lion, Simha in Sanskrit, and his teachings are said to be like a lion's roar that is clear and compelling. If you're walking around and you hear the roar of a lion, you have to stop and listen. And the idea is that the Buddhist teachings are so unlike anything else we have heard like that we also want to stop and take notice. They have that effect on us. So the lion represents spiritual power and strength and courage. Lions also represent wisdom, the capacity to see things as they are, because unlike most of us ordinary beings, lions are fearless because there's no natural enemy to them other than human beings. They are free from bias and perceptions. At least that is the symbolic attribution to lions, that their majestic nature and spiritual significance can represent cultivating those qualities in our own life. That is, the qualities of fearlessness, the quality of being above it all, so to speak, unfazed, unmoved by the kinds of things that frighten other animals. My own meditation teachers often use the image of a lion to motivate an unflinching attitude in meditation. They say that a dog will chase after any stick you throw, but a lion will simply look at you and curious about what caused the stick, the distraction, but not interested in chasing after it. So we are told to be like a lion in meditation. And this has been working very well for me lately. There's so many people throwing so many sticks that I'm supposed to chase after. Of all kinds, am I going to get just all kinds of, hey, go chase after this, hey, worry about that, or do something about this. And I don't mean to say that all of those things, that there were not in a time when things are really serious and we need to pay attention to a lot of things. But I mean that I don't want to be a dog running after sticks. Because what does that do? What good does that accomplish, really? And so I much prefer the image of a lion sitting peacefully under my tree and the sticks coming at me, and me letting the sticks just fall to the ground. I can see them, I'm aware, but I'm not carried away by this endless, it seems like endless stream of demands, especially if you ever watch any kind of social media or go online. There's just stick after stick after stick. And also I think about what it might be like to be free of all this fear. I mean, it feels like we live in an atmosphere just very much charged with fear. And what if I had the courage of a lion, or of a Buddha for that matter? The courage to know, to feel, to be aware that so many of these things are not important to me. They do not affect me. They do not matter. I don't have to react to them. I can settle my body and open my awareness and just be present and free from this reactive jumping to your feet and chasing things attitude. And that sounds just so desirable to me, that state. So having the stature and security of a fearless lion, it sounds very, very enticing. And so these days when I sit down to meditate, I just hold that image of a lion in my mind's eye for a moment. I see, a lion at peace. And I can come back to that image. I can actually kind of feel it in my body, of that sort of peacefulness, that unperturbed, And my thoughts and emotions become sticks. And I can call them that. Something can well up, in my mind. I can imagine a fight with a friend or something and just say a stick. Call it a stick. Instead of labeling it a thought, label it a stick. And of course, if it's something is really important, an emotion or a feeling or a thought is really important, it'll come back when I'm not meditating. But when I'm meditating and the goal is to just stay present and stay planted firmly into this present moment, then I don't need all these thoughts that are coming up and so forth. They don't help that process. I can let them fall to the ground without reacting to them. I can let them fly past my head and not even turn to look, because that isn't what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing right now is being present, staying present. So I'm not suggesting that imagery makes my meditation any easier, but it's just a way to refresh the experience for me. And right now, I'm trying to deal with a lot of distraction. Some of it's excited, happy distraction. Some of it's fearful distraction. But it's just a lot of distraction. And the image of a lion helps me calm down in the middle of all that and stay present, not get carried away. So, and maybe this kind of image is a way to deepen my understanding of the mindset that the Buddha was trying to show us. I mean, it's hard to understand what enlightenment means, what the Buddha saw, But here's this image that has been used about that, traditionally used about that. So I'll work with that. So here's the meditation practice that I'm talking about and how you might be a lion in the middle of it. So first you settle your body into a comfortable but upright upright position. So I'm in a soft upholstered chair right now, but when I'm meditating, I sit up. My back is not leaning against the back of the chair. I'm sitting up, and I'm, it's just a way of kind of calling myself to attention. And I will then consider the image of a lion resting under a tree. You've seen those statues of the outside of the Buddhist temples sometimes in China and Japan, of a lion sitting up with his legs, his front legs in front, he's sitting on his haunches, not lying down but sitting up. And I think about that posture and how relaxed and peaceful the lion can be, because while he's seeing everything around him, he's aware of everything around him, nothing is causing him fear. So then, assuming that posture, the next thing I do is pay attention to my breath and how my body is naturally breathing, and I let my awareness expand outward with my breathing body. Exhaling stale air, I think about the fear and confusion that I'm breathing out, and just deliberately let that go. And as I breathe in, I think about all the energy and freshness that my body is absorbing from the world around me. So I tune into this breathing. And I'm at this moment, what I'm doing is asking my mind to synchronize with my body. I'm inviting my mind to tune into my body in a certain way and be with my body instead of wherever else it wants to go. So after a while, when I feel comfortably synchronized, when my breathing and my body and my mind feel together, then I can start to notice the activity of my mind, which is the sort of seeing things come up and the urge to react to things. And I remember, like, when I see this activity, I think of it as something harmless and really kind of unimportant. Just movement. It's just movement. It's like twigs. I can let them rise up and land, fall down wherever they want to fall down, and keep my attention focused on the space that I'm in. The space inside of my mind, that unperturbed, lion-like space inside my mind, and the space around me. And I can let things come and go. When I get distracted, I can always refresh my awareness of the body. Feel the seat. Feel my feet touching the floor. I'm in a chair, so my feet are touching the floor, the soles of my feet. I can bring, anytime I need to, bring my awareness back to the body and basically reconnect my mind with the body. Breathe in and out. And I can do that for, as long as I want to. I'm finding these days that a longer meditation is better. 30, 40, even an hour, 40 minutes, even an hour. But whatever you have, you can do. It's not a marathon. You can just do what's good for you. And then always, before I end, my meditation session, any meditation session, I engage my heart by remembering for a moment all the people in the world other than me, in addition to me, who are vulnerable and afraid. All the non-lion creatures in the world who do have reason to be fearful, who do have faced danger, who are perhaps being persecuted or even killed. And I wish for them all that they could experience the peace and security of a lion, even just for a moment. That they could find courage and wisdom, and that they could actually be safe and free from whatever haunts them and hurts them. I mean, they call the lion the king of the jungle, meaning not only that he's the top, he doesn't answer to anybody else, but he's the king in the terms of he has responsibility. And we do too. We have responsibility for other people and for the environment and for the world around us. So at the end, I just acknowledge that responsibility, that connection. And I want to say to you out there who are listening that joining with other people is really, really helpful. Come here to EBS and meditate with people, or find your own way in a yoga class or a book group or something. Find a way to share dignity and courage and peacefulness with other people. And so that's my meditation for today. Be a lion. And you can play with this or just drop it if it doesn't resonate for you. It's just a thought. It's just an image. But if it's useful, you can use it. In September and October, EBS has some good things happening. Movie nights are starting up again in September. And in October, we're starting an Introduction to Buddhism class. So sign up for our newsletter on our website if you haven't already, or watch our Facebook page so you can be alert to these fall activities here at EBS. And we have, like I say every time, we have a regular schedule of sitting meditation sessions that everyone is welcome to join. So please do. And whatever happens, I wish you all the best until the next time. Bye.